Gautam Buddha always used to tell his disciples that our tongue are the sharpest knife in the world, and the most dangerous weapons in the world are our words, which can kill people inside without any bloodshed. Our words are our strength, but it can also be weakness if we do not know when, where, and how much to speak. If we use right words with right intentions at right time, it makes us a successful person. But if we do not use the right words with the right intention at the right time, it can make our life worse than hell. So today, I will tell you a story on silence, and this story is going to change your life. It is going to make you realize power of silence. There was a very famous Buddhist monk in Japan whose name was Dijai. He lived alone in the forest away from the noise of the world, and he was a very meditative person. That's why Bapur was very famous in Japan, and one day a prince came to him. "Dear monk, I always feel tired, frustrated, and upset. My mind is very restless. Although I have everything, wealth, fame, and all the luxuries that a person aspires to have, but still it was so easy inside me." So monk said, on top of this, "You know the answer, but you never searched for it." Monk said that I want to do an experiment. Would you like to do that experiment? After this experiment, there will be no disturbance and worry in your life. Hearing all this, the prince was very upset, but he asked the monk to tell me what to do. "I am ready to do anything for my peace of mind." Then monk replied in a calm voice, "For next 10 days, you will stay in my ashram and live like a normal person. And for these 10 days, you will sit alone in silence and speak as little as possible." The prince agreed with the monk. On first day, he felt that his mind was more distracted than a normal person. Various questions were arising in his mind, and he was feeling uncomfortable in living life like common people. There was a strong desire to speak within him, but he obeyed and did not say anything. Not even a word, but he sat quietly. But as the night progressed, he felt a great peace. It was very strange for him. He was feeling happy inside, and asking himself why restlessness becoming low. The next day, the prince sitting in solitude was looking at nature, the flowers, the plants, the birds flying in the sky. For first time in his life, he was seeing how beautiful nature around him was. He could see and feel nature around him. In this way, a week had passed, and all the restlessness in his mind, all the turmoil, everything had disappeared. On the morning of the 8th day, the prince's eyes began to close on their own, and he went into deep meditation. He closed eyes, went into deep meditation. There was no worry, disturbance in mind. Prince started feeling deep peace inside. The prince presented himself in front of a Buddhist monk after spending the rest of the 2 days in deep meditation. The prince said to the monk, "That dear monk, I got the answer that why my mind was so disturbed and restless." He said that I knew why my mind was so distracted and disturbed. Then he asked, "Tell me, what answer did you get?" Rajkumar said that I used to talk more than necessary and used to waste energy on people throughout the day, and used to think about them alone, and most of the time used to think negatively about them. In this way, I was wasting my time and my mind became restless due to excessive talking and thinking. Because of this, I was not able to do any work well, due to which I started failing in almost every work. And the continuous failure made me more and more depressed and irritable, and it further destroyed my life. But these 10 days were completely different now. It feels like living my life to the fullest. And before that, I was living my life wrongly. I also learned that we don't need to meditate. Meditation happens automatically when we are still and silent. The first thing I learned in meditation is that the most important event in one's life is to know oneself. Buddhist monks said that not only you, but most of the people in the world speak excessively. Even today, most people speak only to humiliate each other, and even today, people talk more. The monk explained to Prince importance of being silent, and said that once disciples asked to Gautam Buddha that, "Dear Buddha, why do you remain silent most of time?" Buddha said, "By being silent, I remain silent in the depths." Silence is the first step to know yourself. If you are not bored, it is impossible to know yourself. The first step to know yourself is silence. Speak only as much as is necessary, and do not speak to those in whom work is done without speaking, and stop speaking. And you will find here that 90% speaking is harmful. It would have been better if you had not spoken. 90% of the problems would be reduced if people were a little silent. The quarrels would be reduced. The disturbance would be reduced. The throwing would be reduced. If you two learn to keep quiet, a lot of problems in the world are created just by speaking. All things is to be silent. When only you speak, then you are alone in solitude, standing in a crowd in a crowded market. You do not speak. You have reached the peak of the Himalayas. The one who has Monty Black and Silver knows the art of being alone even in a crowd. He starts diving for his father. In solitude, man is heaven too. The presence of others creates uneasiness. First wear silence with you, then let your energy get into the mode. Let the mind come home. When you get up from the presence of others and get upset, then it is appropriate to close your eyes and get lost in yourself. You will get fresh from there also because the source of your life is hidden there. It is not in anyone else, but your roots are like yours after all. Who will take you inside you? If there is no one, then I will have to go inside myself. That's why go inside yourself. That is the supreme king. That is the source of life. That is where happiness is born. That is where you will drown in death. That's where your sun rises. It will set again. Whenever you take a dip and return, you will get it from there. Then you will get fresh again. Then you will get new wealth of life. Again, new power is born. Tiredness is gone. Sadness is gone. Worry is gone. Like when someone returns after taking a bath, the body becomes cool. It becomes calm. Similarly, when someone comes back from inside, returns after bathing in the silence. So whole personality becomes calm and mind becomes blissful. When you reach that height of inner fascination, you will find that your mind does not get divided even by speaking. It remains an inner stream of it constantly sitting inside you. You speak, but do not leave yourself. You even use words but can't break your silence. Once deep in the silence, then there will be fragrance in your speech. Then there will be a vastness in your speech. Who will be the music of your speaking? Everything will be fine. If you speak, others will be cold. As soon as you become silent from inside, you start becoming so powerful that you start leaving the dependence of the society. And there comes a fun in your life which is only in the life of crazy people. A new glow comes on your face, your eyes are filled with some other glitter, and you start drowning in the sea of infinite peace. He ended his words by saying this. And thanks to the monk, Rajkumar, back in his palace, friends, you must have also experienced calm down the mind by talking too much. We lose control of our mind as well as our focus. People who talk too much do not have the ability to concentrate on any one task, so they are fully focused on any of their goals. If we do not understand the truth of life, nor will we ever achieve the desired success. Apart from this, you must have seen those who often become a laughing stock among the people, and those who are less and stick to their words get respect from the people. Listens to and trusts what people speak and their mind about their thoughts. Their mind is restless, filled with noise. A person with restless mind will not be successful in anything in life because he does not focus in any work. If a person knows when, where, and what to say, then he is really very wise. And such a person becomes center of attraction wherever he goes and becomes successful in whatever he does. If we look at the personality of great person, we will come to know that he speaks less and ends his words in the least number of words. He thinks deeply about what he has to say before speaking. But people who speak more, they also lie many times and keep putting garbage on minds of others with their words. Most of the time, he keeps doing evil to others, so his own people also try to avoid him and stay away from him. In our Indian Upanishads, it is said that our words can be the real religion. From silence comes patience. From patience comes meditation, and from meditation, one becomes aware of one's life. That's why if we talk more, then we lose the silence, which is the first place of peace of mind. Friends, from today, we also practice silence. If we also speak the same, then it is necessary, and we will try to finish our talk in minimum words, and if possible, we will try to sit quietly in solitude for at least 30 minutes every day, and I have full faith. There will definitely be a positive change in all of us. With this, we end this video. I hope that you have got to learn a lot from some videos. And if you like listening to audiobook summary, then we have a channel called the Success Hub. You can listen to it by following the link in the description. Thank you.